Hey, welcome to episode 1 of a new Let's Play on the game Rust. This is a game I've played a lot and is very close to my heart. I've put about 90 hours in about 3 weeks, which is quite a lot considering I work full time. So this is my building, which I'll quickly show you. I quite enjoy having a feature in my buildings. This is a nice tree going through, which you'll see in a minute. It's by no means unraidable. I don't believe there's any such thing. I see a lot of videos on YouTube saying, oh, unraidable building, but it's just not true. You can raid basically anything unless they've glitched it, although I've tried to make it as difficult as possible for the time being. So I've put lots of pillars outside, so they can't just build straight up with stairs, although, as I said, they can use barricades and wooden boxes to get up there. So I'll quickly show you. Now, this server was reset about 2 days ago, hence why it isn't that big. Metal doors, always make sure you put metal doors on everything. I raided somewhere about 2 days ago before the server was reset, and the guy had a massive structure, tons of resources, and put wooden doors on everything. So I just hacked it through with my hatchet and got all his stuff. In fact, I actually put metal doors using his materials on the building, so I made the house mine, which is a bit evil, I guess, but this is a PvP game. First interesting point is I've got a sniper point. I do like having these kind of holes where you can come out and shoot would-be raiders. There's no point making your building full of wooden walls and that kind of thing where you can't actually see anyone. So as you can see the trees coming through. Nice bit of camouflage. Upstairs. I believe the next floor is my storage room. There you go. I highly recommend that you do not do this. It's not a good idea to put all your storage boxes in the same area. As I said, there's no better feeling when you walk through a door like here, or blow it up, should I say, and you see this slide. This is cha-ching, cashback, the payload. The reason I've done this is in my last building, it was about 30 to 40 stories high. Truly magnificent tower, but I had storage boxes everywhere. And I just could not remember where I put my weapons, my gear, my food and that kind of stuff. So for this building I decided to put it all in one place, but I may change my mind later. And there's my fact, I need to put this on. There you go. And there's one more floor to the top of my building. There we go. I do not recommend that you cap off any building with a ceiling. This is possibly the best idea. If someone did get to the top, they've still got 2 metal doors to go through to get to your base, and it allows you to build up higher if you so choose. Now, I've built this building in this location because I think it's a really good place. You've got French Valley down there with all its resources. You've got Citizen Road leading to, I believe, Big Rad Town up there, or Factory Rad Town down there. You've got, I think that's tanks down there. Again, more resources. There's a few shacks down there, again with some crates in, which you can have a look at. Small rad towns just over this mountain, and you've got really good visibility. So anyone that's coming up, if you've got your bolt action rifle, you can ping them off. I'm living in this base by myself. If you can build with someone, and you're happy to build with someone, I do recommend that. You can build twice as big, twice as fast, if you've both got the same idea. And the second point is it's a lot easier to defend yourself if you've got more people. I quite like building buildings by myself because I like messing around with the design, although I have built structures with other people. Metal bar windows, make sure you put metal bars on your windows, otherwise again you can climb through. God, that's the only problem I hate about this game, is opening and closing metal doors. I really wish they put some kind of like automatic door proximity sensor or something, but like Star Trek, that kind of whooshes across. So I'm outside, it's lovely morning. I'll show you Resource Valley. It said it's really close to be close to resources. You can build actually in the field where the resources are. You've got to have big balls to do it. I did it with my last one because I joined the server early and had time to build it up. But if you're just starting on a server, I wouldn't recommend building here because people will just go along and raid you. You can see there are zombie bears in here. There were zombies before the patch, but they've removed them from the game now and put a placeholder. Quickly reload. Which these zombie bears, which they do drop the same loot as the zombies. There you go. some nice M4 ammo. It's really difficult to walk past these resources without actually mining them, but it's not particularly interesting to watch, so I won't. Ooh, that's a bit shit of me. Some more M4 ammo. But I'll show you Small Rad Town over here. As far as this series is concerned, I will probably start on a new server next episode. I joined a server with friends, so it's and they're in the server. It's just rubbish. And the numbers of people that come on vary. Before the patch, there was about 30 people on, which is really good PvP, warfare going on, lots of raiding, lots of good stuff like that. Unfortunately, I did make quite a few friends, and the people who joined after the patch have been basically my friends. I don't really want to raid them, or if I did, it'd be difficult for me to record it and then upload it. So what I may do is start on a new server, do a Tony Montana, see how well I can take over the server by myself from the beginning. It's also a good way to show you what's the best way to start. I'm not saying I'm perfect, that's not what this is about. This is not pro play per se, but I think I'm quite good at getting a good base up together. As I said, if you see a video saying unraidable base, that is just not true. It's always raidable. One of my favourites though is the suicide base, which is really good fun. So basically you build it somewhere where you can jump off and die inside the building with all your stuff, and then you respawn in your base. So obviously no one can raid it, which is quite cool. This is Small Rad Town. Has lots of storage boxes everywhere. 80% of the time it's crap, but occasionally you may get a weapon or some good ammo. I do recommend, if you are close to one of these places, such as Small Rad Town, Factory Rad Town, etc., and you go there often, I do recommend emptying the boxes. I don't particularly want gunpowder at the moment, but if I leave it and I come back later, that will still be there. So to start the respawn timer, I will pick that up and throw it out. Pop in here, my favourite building. No, rubbish. Oh, didn't do what I said. Throw that out. Shotgun shells, thank you very much. If you hear that kind of little ticking noise, that's the radiation poisoning. You can see in the bottom right corner, I've got 60 rads. MP5, brilliant. That uses 9mm ammo. It's got 3 attachment slots, so you can put silencers, laser sights, halo sights, such as this gun here. But sorry, as I was saying with the rads, so you can hear that ticking, I'm getting radiation poisoning. When it gets to, I think it's 400, you start to take health damage. I have got plenty of these pills down here, which reduce it by 200. So every so often, I'll just pop a pill. I am wearing a full radiation suit, which again adds protection to radiation. Small Rad Town's not so bad, you don't take that much damage, but somewhere like Factory Rad is pretty intense, so I do recommend going in there with full gear on. In fact, the best gear in the game, Kevlar, I don't tend to wear it out unless I'm raiding. There are certain bugs in the game which will kill you, and you don't want to die with your M4 and your Kevlar on. So I tend to roll with rad suit on and shotgun. This gun's pretty damn good at killing zombies. If there's another player, it's quite good. I quite enjoy the pistol. Now, it's a rather underrated weapon. The person with the M4 tends to spray and pray. And the pistol, which I'm not sure I've got in my bag, which I haven't. If you take your time and aim carefully, you can tend to put someone down, regardless of what armour they're wearing. So I do recommend that. In fact, I will mine this, because I can show you what's happened since the patch. So wooden stacks and metal stacks do break down to smaller piles, which is a nice little feature, although the last stack tends to be a bit more difficult to get. They've also become a bit more discernible, so you can tell instantly this is actually a sulphur ore. It's nice, some nice lighting on there actually. This is a sulphur ore. Break it down. Do be careful, since the patch these things can kill you. It's a bug, but it can be quite frustrating to hack some wood down and then die. I'll just this last bit. Oh, well, I've done quite well actually. Normally I've struggled to get that last bit. I'll leave that bare alone. In fact, what's that rock doing in here? Get rid of that. I believe that's a stone ore. I haven't actually worked out which one that is. In fact, if I mine it, we can probably see. A metal one. So you still get the other minerals, just less of them. But this is where I actually built my previous building, the massive tower. I think it's a good location, but only if the server hasn't really progressed that well. If the server's busy, I wouldn't recommend going here. I need to kill that bear. Do take note, in the corner you can see I'm bleeding. If you don't do anything, you will slowly die. These little bandages are pretty cool. You can make them using 2 cloth. Just stops the bleeding if I need to eat food. Quickly hack this apart. You can see in the corner, so animal fat's used for torches and C4. Cloth used for armour and other things. Leather, again, is used for Kevlar. And raw chicken breast is used for food. Although do not eat it without cooking it. So if I eat that, I'll be sick, and if I eat that, I'll get food. In fact, I'll show you what happens. So if I eat that, I get poisoned, as you can see in the bottom corner. I wonder if I can actually... I think I start throwing up as well. Yeah, lovely. I think I can... I wonder if I can bandage it. Nope, doesn't work. About a medipack. There we go. That fixed that. So, I'll end the video here. If you've got any questions or you want me to do anything, I said I will be bringing raiding videos and building videos and that kind of stuff. This is apart from my other Alienware 14 videos. I will keep on doing that. So don't worry about that. So, thank you ever so much for watching and take care.